What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Big Sean recently was on a podcast with Charlamagne the God when he was talking about Janae Aiko, whatever the hell her name is, right? And he was discussing, or he was being asked the question, why won't he marry Janae Aiko? And I thought it was very, very interesting with the answer that he gave. I want you to check this out when we'll come back.
What's stopping y'all from getting married? Oh, y'all already did one of those secret industry weddings?
No. There has not been a secret industry marriage. It's a little personal, you know what I mean? But just like, to be real with you, just like any people who have dealt with love, we've had our ups and downs. Marriage symbolizes like the best relationship. You know, people be like, oh, you got to get married. To me, I feel like having a relationship is first and foremost, and like marriage is a byproduct of that. And I feel like a lot of people get the idea of like, oh, you have to get married. But then it's like, to me, that's almost a fear-based way of thinking too, because then people be getting divorced. The divorce rate's so high. I would like to do a lot. I would like to, and I don't like putting our personal business out there like that either. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
So you heard that elaborate excuse. You know, we've having relationship issues in the past. No, we don't want to get married because of this. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain what a lot of men know. He's not going to get married to her. And the reason why is one thing. What does he get out of the deal? The one thing that he probably wanted and demanded out of the deal, he already got it, which was a child, or in the future, children. See, let me tell you guys something that's important. For those men who did want to have children, and I believe that now that demand is less, the one thing that men, for the most part, had to really do to get children, because you wanted to have your children to have some level of respect under their name, is to be married, okay? You needed to be married to have children, for the most part. It looked better. It's more respectable. There are benefits that came as a privilege of all of these different things. In today's world, a man doesn't have to do that. It's just the truth. And what do you gain from it at all now? Well, at any given moment, that lady can file for divorce. That lady can go on to do something else, and that's going to be it, okay? That lady can file for divorce and do whatever she wants to do, take your money. You will end up looking stupid. You end up broke and all of that. So what are guys saying? Guys are saying, listen, I want to be in a long-term relationship with you. I have no intention on losing any of my assets. And when this doesn't work out, which it probably won't, here's what I want to do. I don't want you to have access to any of my money. I just don't. All right. I don't want it. Don't need it. Don't desire it. Point blank, period. That's it. And that's all. Ladies are complaining about the fact that, girl, he's embarrassing you. Well, if he's embarrassing her, why did she agree to it? Why did she agree to it? Why did she agree to it? The reason why she agreed to it is because there's nothing he's going to get from that. Period. Point blank. We know it for the most part, and she knows it. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get anything out of marriage in general. I'm not saying that. I am saying that most men feel like they get very little from marriage, and I am saying that he feels like marriage doesn't benefit him, because if he did, he'd do it. Then what's the answer? Women have to make it better for men to want to get married. No man works his whole entire life to get some level of wealth, so some lady can come up out of nowhere, get everything that you've worked for, and then say, you know what? I don't like you anymore. Give me all of this stuff. Says no man ever. Or you're not going to be able to see your kid anymore while I take all of your money and all the things you worked for, because we don't get, we're not together. So I can give it to a new dude and clap these cheeks when he doesn't have anything. Nope. Here's what's going to happen in the case of that. Here's how it goes. I'll be your baby daddy. When your ass decide that you want to leave, take your ass on. I'm completely okay with not seeing your ass no more. We're going to be cordial and all of that. I'll give you some money for child support, but that's about it. That's what your ass is going to get from me. You're not going to get shit else. And I'm telling you, a lot of guys are like that. I had a situation one time where I was dealing with a young lady. I was thinking about marrying her, and had met the mom, met the family, and the only problem was the girl didn't listen at all to nothing. The lady wanted to do things her way. It didn't work. She had no real respect, but I guess she thought that she cared about me. She thought that she loved me because maybe she was like real lovey-dovey and affectionate, and she liked being in the bed a lot, if you know what I'm talking about. But as far as tangible things, she didn't have much to offer. If I was stupid and just got caught up on the physical needs and all of that, I would have completely forgot about how inconsiderate and selfish she was. And once me and her stopped talking, I really saw how bitter she was, how hateful she was. And so if I would have ever got married to her, for sure, she'd have took me for everything I got or she can get. That's number one. If I would have had kids with her, never could see him. None about it. I would never see him or hear from my kids ever again. Would never deal with never. It would have been hell on earth. And the reality is, for many men, that is what they deal with. Having hell on earth. Okay? And then the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. I don't know many men that have had a relationship with a woman, whether that relationship is still ongoing or not, that can honestly look back and say, that relationship was really worth what I put into it. Even guys who've been with the girls for like 10 years, 15 years. Do you feel like it's worth the money and energy you put into it? No. What Big Sean is saying is she's not worth it. The best that she's going to do is just be here with me, because she's immediately going to leave or going to go one day. And when she does go, I want to keep all my stuff that I have worked for myself and not give it to her. I love her. I care enough about her to get her pregnant, not enough to marry her and take care of her, because I'm afraid to lose all that I have. That is most men. And a lot of people get upset with men when they come to that reality, but that's just how it is. Okay? A guy like myself, I've worked. When I say tirelessly, guys, I wish I was lying. I have worked senselessly for the little bit that I have. Want to know what I don't want to do? Give myself up or give my stuff up for something or someone who was not there with me when I was doing this, who was not there at all, and they get to benefit from my hard work. I think not. Okay? I think not. I will not do that. I'm not trying to do that. It's not going to happen. It's going to not be the case. Under no circumstances will that happen. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Put your follow, you just heard the bell. We're out.